everyone, and welcome back to CEVO TV. I'm Misled. With me is Dust Moret, and we are bringing you our second best of two of the night. This is compLexity versus CounterLogic Gaming. And the map choices, I know we were a little bit late on the last one, but basic. Dust 2 and Cash will be played tonight, so
a typical NA game.
Yeah, typical NA game.
It's actually funny.
Vanilla maps.
Every series that Cole has played so far this season, all three have been Cash and Dust 2.
I mean, it works, man. They have, what, 2 losses, correct?
Yeah, so it hasn't worked. They got smashed by Liquid and 3s up on Cash and Dust 2, so it's been a tough season for compLexity so far. But we'll see if they can recover by taking out CLG tonight here, as CLG's only completed 1 match so far this season, a tie to, I believe it was Sponsorless. They split maps there. Lost Cobble, but won Mirage, but neither map will be played tonight. So far, the first round's unfolded into a 2-on-2 with the bomb down in the B bomb site. Valence on the flank in the B tunnels here, and we'll see if CLG can try to recover this bomb and hope to get a plant, but Automatic putting the pressure, and Valence, like I said, on the flank.
Yeah, this is going to be rough. Can Valence get this off? And no, actually, he's going to get picked up pretty fast, so Automatic goes to peek, and Tarek's going to be able to get both of those shots off. That's a pistol round going in favor of CLG.
A quick draw McGraw there. Derek is flipping the 180s right there to get those last 2 kills, and that secures the round here for CLG. We'll go up 1-0. Scouts being purchased across the board here. Double scout for compLexity. Scout out here for JDM. And we'll see what happens here, as pretty default setup still across the board, but it looks like CLG are looking to take some kind of quick, long A control. Cutler leading the charge with it. He does get tagged, though, by Valence's scout.
So Valens with the scout in his hand, trying to change the tide. We've seen Semphis do it. We have seen Valens do it also. It's going to be the round that they're able to get that off or not. I mean, they did a ton of damage to Cutler already. And CLG kind of having to slow things down a little bit now, as it looks like they want to try and work their way back out long. One more time. Smoke will come down. Valens tries to find another scout shot. I believe he got the leg off right there onto Finesse, and Finesse will be the first one pushing out as Valens trying to jump from the car, trying to get some jump scout off. Here comes the rotate in from his teammates. Automatic does pick up one with the pistol in his hands, and Valens will line up 2. Tarek finally gets the trade out, and that'll be a 4-on-2 now in favor of compLexity. Yeah,
I mean, they're looking good here. The double scout has been highly effective. Hayes and Tarek going to see if they can't recover the round here, but tagged again by that scout, and then Roka finishes it off. Raised alone, but 10 HP in a 1v4, not looking good. Won't be able to do much, and so it's a tie game now at 1-all. The 4 spy from compLexity yields a good result. We're tied up.
Yeah, tied up now. Good eco round came out from compLexity. Now they just got to hold on, and CLG not able to get the anti-eco off there and allow compLexity to get into this game a little bit sooner than they should have.
Yeah, definitely. CounterLogic Gaming going to be forced to take a save here. They will buy up P250s across the board, but just that one flashbang onto Cutler here. You see them staging up inside the B tunnels, but they might just go fast out mid to B here with these P250s. Seems to be the case. Or no, they'll just gather up at Catwalk. Maybe press through the smoke and hope for the best. Valens does get tagged up a lot, actually, but gets away.
Barely able to get out of there. Semphis is going to be trying to defend from the bomb site. Steps up. Automatics are also getting some good damage out. That flashbang just made all the CLG players completely blind. Semphis repeats, silent pistol in hand. Doesn't get the frag, and Finesse might be able to get the bomb planted here. And yeah, he's got cover. Cutler's got to look up, but no. Valens is a little too quick on his heels. And Cutler does hit a tap onto Sanks, but Sanks ends up finishing the kill. It's going to be 2 rounds now in favor of compLexity.
Yeah, so off that 4-5 second round, they string another one on there, and now they're taking the lead here for now. CLG, of course, was on a pretty big save that round, and they did get the bomb plant, so now they'll be able to get the AKs out here. Still no op for JDM, so his impact will be limited. As we know, he can sometimes really struggle with the rifles, despite being quite a good pure opper. He won't have the chance just yet. We'll see what CLG wants to do here on one of their opening gun rounds. For now, Finesse, being the lurker on the team nowadays, since he's not calling anymore, instead of being a support player, Cutler's kind of taking that role. We've seen Hayes kind of move more into entry positions now because of that shift as well. Also, of course, relying on Tarek, their impact rifler, to be kind of the main guy to take duels. But here comes CLG on the fast mid B split.
Automatic's going to be right there in the boost spot. Sanks will work his way outside the B doors. And yeah, they didn't even need Automatic between Roka and Sanks, picking up some good frags there onto the CLG members. Now we just have Finesse and Hayes left alive. And one's working up Cat already. That's going to be Finesse, trying to speed up there see if he can gain anything, as his teammate will also be working up Cat now. And I believe Automatic will be able to get to hear them. Call for the rotates. Yep, Semphis is going to go back to the A bomb site at the ramp, looking to find the shot, but Hazed will take him down. So now it's just going to be up to the last man at the A bomb site. That's going to be Valens, and Hazed will grab that one also. 2K for Hazed. Automatic steps up, removes Finesse. Automatic trying to get the jump shots off there. He's got to be careful. Hazed is chasing him. Hazed will escape with the frag and not go down. 42 HP. Does a ton of damage. Can he get Roka also? So very low now. Down to 16. He hits the headshot, and Hazed will get the ace clutch off for CLG, and that was a huge round from Hazed.
What can I even say? I mean, it was just all Hazed all day, man. Bringing it down, including, I mean, the ace for sure, but also I think that was a 1v3 for him. Is that correct? Am I off? It was a 1v2 only? I don't know. Either way,
I think it
play.
Yeah, it was 1v3 when he took down Valens, because Automatic was able to get Finesse.
Really well done is the point there. And so they will tie the game right back up here immediately. We'll see compLexity getting aggressive here at mid with Roka and Nemac both pushing the catwalk here. Nemac does get the bomb down temporarily in the lower B tunnels, but it's an even exchange at a 4-on-4 now.
Yeah, that was huge, though. Hazed clutch from Hazed. He opens this round up with 2 already, as Finesse will find one of his own. And compLexity is hurting a little bit here. Let's see if CLG can keep working on this one. Sanks will be right there in the middle, trying to work something through the double doors, but not going to go in his favor, as Semphis is going to push all the way through long. Try and get a flank off here. He's so low on HP, though, that if he can get up catwalk, maybe grab... No, the gun should be down, so he won't be able to go grab that. And he's just going to link up with Sanks here, trying to find anybody out in mid if they can. Nobody's there, so Semphis should be trying to go grab that gun.
Right, so compLexity will have to just concede another round here. So CLG winning a couple in a row. Neither team's been able to streak together more than 2, though, so far. It's been pretty scrappy to kick off this Dust 2, as... we'll just see these AK and M4 trying to be saved here. Doesn't seem like... Well, I guess the Terrorists are actually giving a pretty big chase right now, so they could catch Sanks here at the B tunnels as Cutler is moving his way in there. Also the flank coming in from T-spawn, but it might be a bit too far off to matter.
Yep, so CLG will regain the lead here. That'll be 2-3 in their favor, as they're going to be going against an ecoing compLexity who bought out, forced into that last round, and it did not work out for him at all. So CLG should go up by 2 rounds in total and make it 4-2, as long as they don't get ecoed here by compLexity. And now compLexity is buying out into this. All right, they're going to force up again.
Well, I mean, that's just typical Semphis. Anytime he's been on a team, that's what they've been known for. And that's what they're going to try to go for here on the CT side. We'll see if they can break it even here. I mean, they know the money's tight on CLG too, so they're trying to punish that. Herrick hops over a player, doesn't realize it. Soroka does get 1 kill, but now CLG will take the site.
Yeah, JDM able to pick up 2 with the rifle. That earns them the B bomb site. And Finesse is able to take down Sanks, trying to hunt for another one. Let's see if he can find it. He takes down Valens as he started to move. So now Automatic 1v4. He doesn't want to force here. He doesn't want to try to force the issue. He's so low on HP. He does drop a gun out of Finesse's hand, so let's see if he rotates. But here comes the hunt. CLG going after him, and he actually flashes himself, so they know he's on catwalk. There is a dude getting on Xbox right now. Cutler trying to find Automatic. He does have Silent M4 in his hands. He's just looking for Cutler. And, yeah, he's going to get caught from Cat now. And, yep, Hazed will get the shot off. That is going to make it 4-2.
I mean, Hazed has had quite the game so far, right? 6 rounds played at 10 frags already. Meanwhile, Cutler, the consistent guy you're used to seeing put up numbers, struggling here at 0-4. Of course, he's a new in-game leader for the team, so a little bit of added stress there, which might take away from the fragging just a bit, but it hasn't mattered because, like I said, Hazed has really gone off, and even Finesse has put up some good numbers here. So a great start from CLG, despite the mishap there in the first couple of rounds. And JDM has the op in his hands finally and leads the pick at the long A corner. Looking for Valens 2 at pit, but misses the shot, but gets the information. Has already caused a pretty good impact there.
Ooh, Tarek able to get his way up into the A bomb site by way of catwalk. Getting a nice frag onto Semphis. And compLexity having some struggles here, just getting out-fragged and tore up by CLG. I mean, they do have 2 rounds. That's going to help him out, but JDM with the op in his hands has Valens locked in the pit. Doesn't matter as Cutler actually takes him down, and 2 CTs are trying to work their way into a save here, but they will be getting hunted down by Finesse coming through the tunnels. And yeah, CLG is hunting very, very hard here. They do not want to allow compLexity to save these rifles at all. Let's see if Sanks and his teammate Roko are able to survive this thing. They know where Finesse is coming from. They just have to wait long enough till all of his teammates can get there to try and get this site. They're trying to get their way in. Sanks will take down Cutler, and there's the cleanup. Finesse and Tarek are able to get 2. That makes it 5-2 in favor of CLG.
Yeah, I mean, they've won the last 4 rounds in a row. So, I mean, the only mishap they really had was after winning Pistol, kind of losing the anti-eco round. But since then, they haven't looked back as they've been able to really establish themselves here in complexity, forced to take a save yet again. And so that's going to bode really well for CLG as JDM just launches the cross here with the op, using the nade for cover. Is complexity. They will get across undamaged, but the long A hit coming in. Hayes leading the charge here with Finesse and Tarek not too far behind. Cutler playing solo inside the B tunnels here, as we just see CLG just trying to work this strong, long approach.
So complexity now onto a full save with just upgraded pistols here. They have to do it. The Force Spies are not going to maintain a good economy, and they need to have full guns in their hands to be able to really make anything happen. And, I mean, CLG just murdering them right now into these rounds. So let's see if CLG can do it against an ecoing complexity another time.
So far, so good, right? I mean, they haven't even had any engagements yet, but they have JDM already tucked inside the pit, so some good information there on long A. They have 3 inside the tunnels, Finesse alone at mid, so it seems like they want JDM to flank late with the op, and they just want to go into B, but now JDM's actually going to backtrack here, and they will work their way into B. Cutler and Hayes getting the picks, but look at this, Cole still staying in the round. Yeah.
But JDM's going to be on the lurk here. He's going to look up. He's going to hit the shot on the Valens. Got to be careful. There's another one catwalk to worry about. And he's not worried about it at all. Does he survive? Yes, he will. Semphis not able to wrangle the pistol in. Brings him down to 23 HP. But not enough. And another round in favor of CLG. We're at 6-2 now as we hit round 9.
Absolutely. As it's been a good half here for CLG so far. That is for sure. Cutler, really starting to finally get on the board there. JDM had a big round with the op, cutting off those rotates. But double op setup is in effect for complexity. Semphis, your typical opper for the team nowadays. But Sanks, that secondary opper, will also have it. Semphis goes for the long A put, but man, he can't spot JDM through that fire that they in fact threw. So it kind of burned him rather than the opponent. See what I did there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
We are going to be 4. We're going to be 4-on-3 now in favor of CLG.
Ignore me. That's exactly what it deserves. Luka, don't worry.
Oh, JDM does find himself a second one in the round. Now it's up to Roka and Sanks. Sanks tries to get the op out to take down Cutler, but Cutler all over the top of him. Molotov goes down low on HP. He'll get picked up. Same with Roka. This is going to be 7-2 now in favor of CLG.
Yeah, I mean, they're just really taking control of this map so far. And I mean, Dust 2 is a map that Complexity has struggled on. We've already seen them drop it a couple of times this season to some like mid-tier teams, like 3's Up, for instance, but also losing to Liquid, which I guess is one of the better teams in the region. So I guess that isn't as upsetting, but still, even dating back to last season, before they had Roka and Automatic with like the core 3 that are still left, they were struggling last season as well on this map against some of the mid-tier teams, and it just continues to carry over. Though against a good opponent, CLG, right? But they do get the opening pick here at mid this round, so maybe they can work something with it if Semphis can grab this AK.
Yeah, finally able to get himself a pistol frag there, but he's getting pushed. Done, able to pick up the AK. Tarek is just going to spray back down towards CT. Here comes Automatic moving into that same position with the Deagle, and he's going to catch Hayes from the side. And they still want to go grab this AK. Tarek has to be very careful. The drops a bomb flash, steps up. Does he get Automatic? Yes, tries to pull the spray onto Roka, but he won't get that. So now it's just going to be Finesse and JDM left alive. 2 versus 3. And so far, none of the guns that have been dropped have been recovered or are close to getting recovered yet.
To be fair, CLG's put a big effort into not allowing it, right? They keep putting pressure at the doors to stop them from doing so, but it's been at a huge cost, right? I mean, they're a man down now, so that's really tough. Valens still here on the catwalk, holding his own, but JDM does clear him out. That means the A-bomb site is, in fact, open, but now Cole can pick up those AKs, and now they can use them and try to see if they can make this retake happen up the catwalk.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's going to actually be a plant for catwalk, so we're going to have Roka going up cat. Sanks is going to try and come out long. Let's see what happens here. The op of JDM. Where's he going to be looking? He's going to be worried about catwalk, and no one's there. Sanks is going to catch him from the side, though, and Finesse has to hero this. Peeks out wide, ends up going down to Sanks. Not able to hit either of those shots. And that's going to be an easy defuse coming out from Complexity. So they stop the drought. They do save an op for themselves. That'll make the score 7-3.
That makes you kind of wonder why they planted for Cat in that situation. Maybe they didn't realize long was clear. I mean, they didn't actually put any numbers there, so I guess they couldn't have known that no one was there. That might have been a part of it. But That would have definitely been the better idea, but of course we get to see more than they do, and it wound up burning them there. So finally, compLexity puts up a round on the board, and after losing 6 in a row, they finally get themselves one. So hopefully they'll use that to hop back into it. But money's still great for CLG after such a big winning streak, and the rounds weren't even really close either, so they didn't have to do a whole lot of rebuying. So they're still in really good shape. You see them just working to their default positions here.
So we're going to be into round 11. CLG would like to prevent compLexity from getting 2 in a row, force them back onto a save again, or more than likely it would be a force buy from them, because they do have 2 players with decent cash here. Roka at 5,200, Semphis at 43, so more than likely it would be a force buy coming out from compLexity if they drop this round and get CLG going back in the direction they want to be, which is dominating this half.
Right, and the op is going to be in Symphysis' hands here inside. CT Spawn just watching the mid automatic. That means he's going to have to try to hold the cross with an M4 on the A ramp. And CLG definitely looking to attack up the catwalk here. Smoke on CT Spawn. The block Symphysis off. They're going to drop down, adding a third route to this A split. And this could be very dangerous for Cole to handle.
Yep, Automatic is still going to be sitting up in Goose, trying to find Hayes, but Hayes will get the fast one tap onto him. That gives it a 5-4 advantage in favor of CLG, who now has the A bomb site. They get the bomb planted. Oh, Sanks, got to be careful here on this lurk from Finesse, and checks it thoroughly, but it still goes for it anyways. But Finesse will be there to take him down. And we already have Roka at the double doors, but players down on catwalk are covering very well right now, not giving them really anything to work with. JDM with the op will step out. Here comes Semphis working up. Same with Valens. Valens trying to come from long. They're both going to meet up near the ramp. Semphis takes a ton of damage. Valens is going to try and get onto this bomb. Molotov will prevent it though, and they are out of time to get the defuse, so Semphis tries to run away and save the op, and will get away. Only drops down 4 HP. That'll make it 8-3 now in favor of CLG, and we will be seeing a force buy.
I mean, yeah, CLG is using that cat drop-down tactic with the smoke on CT spawn. It's something we see several teams in the European scene as well as Cloud9 and the NA scene use. Also, Renegades from the Australian scene known for it. Well executed, because the only thing that compLexity had to defend against it was Automatic's rifle on the slope, or the ramp, excuse me. You know, Simp completely blocked out with the op, unable to do much, which when you usually see that op kind of watching the cat cross, and he just wasn't there for it. So, really well done from CLG as compLexity getting what they can, force out a couple of M4s on top of Symphysis saved op to see if they can put up a defense this round. But CLG already with long A control, and Cutler, man, he just catches Valens big time with that edge shot. That was huge. And CLG will use that to start slowly working up the long A.
So now into round 12, CLG going to be trying to walk their way up long A. As Dust just said, it is a buyout coming from compLexity. So they need to hold on here. They've already dropped 1 player. They just need to hold and not drop any more. So it'll be a 2-man retake from Catwalk. Semphis peeks out. He does get the first one, but Automatic will go down to Finesse. So here comes Finesse trying to work out mid. Got to be careful. The op is going to peek out. Semphis will get both of those. Eats the grenade there. Moving up through the smoke, trying to get the seam shot underneath as Hayes is right there around the smoke from him. Hayes so very close. Drops the flashbang. Knows where he's at. Ends up getting him. So it's all up to Roka. Hayes tries to drop on him off a catwalk. Roka will escape with his life, and Hayes actually didn't even touch him. So CLG 2v1 now, and another player tries to drop on him, and that is going to be Cutler, who does get the shot this time. That'll make it 9-3 in favor of CLG.
Yeah, they're really running well at this map, aren't they? I mean, up a pretty big margin here. Their attacks have been so good. I mean, they're either taking long A control early and getting early map control. They're able to get up cat, work that pretty well. I mean, they're just able to do pretty much whatever they want. And I have to say, like, CLG are looking pretty sharp here. I mean, I don't know if the team house thing's working out for them, or if just the way they switched the roster around with Cutler calling and being a more supportive role, while Finesse is a classic lurk, or what. But, I mean, they just look really sharp right now. That's for sure.
Yeah, and JDM is opting very well into this, which is pretty big, because he is one of those guys that when he plays good, he's one of the better North American hoppers. It seems like we get so many up and down days.
To me, he's number 2 behind Skadoodle, man. That's where I put him. Obviously, Fallen. I mean, if you go only North American teams, right? 'Cause I think Fallen would actually be a pretty good candidate as well for number 2 in our CEVO league.
I'd agree with you there. I'd like. For me, there's 4. There's a top 4, Skadoodle 1, and the rest just kind of all float around, with Whitmer being really close to getting into that equation also.
You're a huge Whitmer fan, man. I have.
Oh, Whitmer's nuts.
I've seen some highlight reel moments from them. I won't lie. I mean, I can understand he could be maybe one of the up and comers. That's for sure. I won't deny that.
He's working into the argument. He may not be there yet, but he's working his way in.
Yeah, he's definitely looked pretty flashy. I would say he is one of the up-and-comers. That's not a bad call. But what is also not a bad call is the fact that CLG are looking to take this map. I mean, I think that's definitely in the works here as Cole can recover. Valen's good opportunity here, but only getting 1 kill out of that. And even Automatic fails to escape the wrath of CLG, but Simphis at least equalizes it there with that aggressive op pick at Catwalk.
Yeah, so far, trades are even. Until Hayes just did that to Semphis, takes him down. Nade comes in, almost gets a frag, but Roka will go down. And we're just going to have Sanks left alive here. He's going to be 1v2, bomb planted at the A bomb site. Finesse is trying to find him. Finesse will get some eyes on him, and Finesse will hit the shot out in mid near Palm Tree. 3K for Hayes, and that is 11-3 now in favor of CLG. And they are looking pretty good right now with Hayes fragging extremely well.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of the guy that we've seen at times put up really big numbers. He's the one that fluctuates the most to me on the team. Like, you almost always get good numbers out of Tarek. Cutler's very consistent. When JDM's on with the op, he can be really good. But Hayes is the one that really fluctuates. Like, we saw him drop a 30 against Fnatic on Mirage, right? But we've also seen him really slip off. But this game, he's done really, really good stuff here. And again, it seems like CLG are looking to take 12 rounds this half. They already have 2 opening picks.
Yeah, Automatic does step up 5-7 though in his hands, able to take down Finesse, and he's going to try and peek back into the site and get one, but Hazed will take him down after taking a ton of damage though. And that nade, no, not going to work out. Semph got to be careful. Molotov, he's just going to force his way up into the window by himself and easily get taken down. So now JDM, look at that, and there's Tarek from T-Spawn getting the op shot off, and that's a 12-3 half in favor of CLG.
Yeah, I mean, really big half there from CLG. I mean, the only real thing that I feel like Complexity accomplished that really made some noise was kind of getting that second round, eco off of CLG with the scouts and things like that. But ever since that point, once CLG got their money back, I mean, they rallied off. What? I mean, it wasn't all in a row, but I mean, I'm pretty sure they won, like 11 out of 12 rounds there at the very end, only dropping 1 like in the middle of it. They had a 6-round streak, then a 5-round streak right after. So just really dominant half there from CLG. And it was a good versatile set of tactics there from CLG. Some fast stuff, some slow stuff. Working long A, working cat, working mid B. I mean, they did a little bit of everything, and that's kind of what they're known for. They're very default-oriented, but also can throw in some good tempo changes, and it worked out really well against Complexity, who, like I said, have really been struggling since they put this team together.
Yeah, hopefully we can see Complexity change the tide of this game a little bit here and make this a little bit tougher on map number 1 against CLG. But, I mean, just everybody on CLG right now is shooting really, really well.
Yep.
And, yeah, it's kind of rough. And even Finesse is shooting well. And that's normally one of the guys that we don't really see play that crazy, but...
Yeah, I mean, he's had a lot of weight taken off his shoulders, though, by conceding the in-game leadership and just focusing on being a lurker for this team. So I hope that's like a pattern we'll see continue because, I mean, we've always said, like, JDM can opt really well. Tarek's the impact player there. Cutler very consistent. If you can get Finesse, like, actually lurking really well and putting up consistently good numbers, then all of a sudden you have a team that can actually start challenging better than they already have in the international scene.
So now we're at the start of second half here. Complexity from the T side desperately needs this pistol to get their team into this one. Because, I mean, if CLG take this and they get the 2 anti-ecos, that puts us right there at a map point on map number 1 already, and we would be in just round 18. So
Cutler's spot that he has right now. There's no way to clear him out either.
Yeah, he's in a great position. He's going to spawn some heads here. He's just going to wait, count. There it is. Start shooting. Here's his teammates. They're trying to find him, though, as the split is on, and it doesn't even matter. JDM with the fast 3K to make that happen. That's 13-3 in favor of CLG, and round 19 could be at map point on map number 1.
Yeah, I mean... Here's the thing, like, Complexity's played 2 top teams in NA on this map so far, Liquid and now CLG, and in both games they were unable to get past 3 rounds, at least for now, like, unless Complexity can rally here, but they only got 2 against Liquid, and right now it looks like they might be limited to 3, in fact, just because of the way the economy is going to work out going forward now, so that's 2 big losses. Granted, to the top 2 teams are 2 of the top teams in the scene, but you got to be able to challenge better than that, especially on a classic like Dust 2. We'll see what they can do here.
Ooh, Hazed in the pit, picks up the first 2, trying to make it 3. Will grab it, pulls out the pistol. Can he find Semphis? Yes, he can. Can he get
two
all
aces
of them?
in one game.
And he's going to get an ace again. given it was going against an echoing complexity, but still, good ace coming out there from Hazed again. That's the second one this match.
Yeah, sorry, I kind of stole your thunder there. I was pretty excited to see 2 aces from the same player in one match. Don't see that quite often. Granted, it was an eco, as you said, but still, like I said, a rarity in CSGO League play. As CLG continued to roll on by complexity, it seems, at least in this map.
Yeah, so we're into round 18 now. And again, it's just going to be CLG just trying to hold on. And complexity onto a force buy. Roka just playing around at the door, doing some good damage to Hazed. So Hazed realized, I can't be doing that. Gotta be careful. JDM with the scout trying to find one of those guns, trying to take one of them down, but he's going to continue to repeat, not get punished yet, as it looks like complexity wants to try and split this up catwalk right now. And yeah, they're going to be throwing a fake, trying to throw it up catwalk, as one person out mid knows and calls for it. Nobody is going out mid, so be ready at A, and they're just going to collapse on it right now. Here comes the drop. Oh, Tarek's got to be careful here. They do find the shot on the automatic. Do they even let him get near the site? Not looking like it's going to happen. Awesome. And a very fast mop-up from CLG.
Yeah, I'm just going to throw something in that was really subtle there, but was really neat. Was like Tarek, you know, Cutler realizing Tarek was flash, but I think Tarek kind of knew someone was pushing up the slope, and so they traded off. They were both playing A ramp. One was watching Cat Cross, one watching CT. They made the trade-off when Tarek went blind, so Cutler could capitalize on that push, and that was like really well communicated. That was actually kind of like a subtlety that worked out really well. Now CLG at map point, getting aggressive up mid. They don't care. They're looking to put this one away now. Automatic and Sinks have found a couple of frags, so CLG need to be a bit concerned, but Finesse, he slipped in. But man, he gets taken care of. Wow. I mean, they're falling apart here, trying to maybe get a little bit over eager.
Yeah, Tarek will go down also, so now it's all up to Cutler. 1v4, and it looks like complexity will stay alive in this thing unless Cutler can come up huge on the cross, which he won't be able to. And CLG is halted from making that a 16-3 victory, as the score will now be 15-4.
Yeah, you feel like they just got a little bit overconfident, right? A little bit reckless. And I guess you can't really blame them too much just because of what they've been able to accomplish so far this map and the lead that they have. But yeah, they got a little bit too ballsy there, I guess you could say. A little bit antsy to get this one over with, and it cost them a round. But I'm sure they will recover just fine. I mean, complexity winning 11 on the row from T side to side, they've really struggled on so far with this 5. It's going to be a ridiculously tall task for them to try to come back now.
Yeah, it could be rough here, but we're going to have CLG bought out into this thing. Let's see what they can pick up. They were very aggressive at long initially, and now we're going to back up quite a bit and just try and hold on here, as they are definitely undergunned into this round. 3 M4s, 2 FAMASs, only 2 sets of head armor coming out, but doesn't really matter. They're going against AKs. AK one tap is an AK one tap, head armor or not, so not bad there to make sure they pick up a ton of utility. And good Molotovs coming down. Can Hazed have some magic from Pit again? And no, it's not going to happen, so JDM's got to just bail out. He's got to get away here. Not able to find anything, and it will be a 5-on-4 advantage in favor of complexity.
Yeah, and they have that long A pit control, so now they'll just split the rest of the members up catwalk. But Cutler and company, they're challenging this directly. JDM there as well, but complexity are winning both those duels, and so they continue to work their man advantage here into the A site.
Yeah, so they're going to just be 5 versus 2 now. Finesse is just going to try and speed up. He should be able to catch Sanks. He will take him down with the FAMAS. Tarek has to be careful. Takes down Semphis off out of the way. Now this is a 2-on-3. This grenade should yield quite a bit of damage, and it gets a frag onto Roka. Got to be careful. Finesse ends up going down. Tarek makes his way up the ramp. 1-on-1 battle now. Ooh. And he hits the deke nonetheless. Oh my goodness, but automatic collects it. Gets himself 3, and that was way too close of a round there for complexity.
Yeah, and I mean, this map is the map where it seems that what I think is like a trash mechanic in the game just gets exploited the most, which is just that jumping accuracy. It almost costs automatic the round there. There's a lot of other things that almost cost complexity around there too, but they still hold on is the point. So they force CLG, in fact, into a save. So complexity is starting to find a little bit of rhythm here. As we said, quite a tall task to come back, and I still think it's rather unlikely. But if they can get up to like 10 rounds or so, then all of a sudden you have to start giving some credence to the fact that they could, in fact, make it happen. So we'll just have to kind of follow this through. But CLG in the NOA here, looking to see if they can catch somebody working up Cat.
Flashbang comes down, and Sanks will pick up both players in the NOA boost. That is going to make this a 5-on-3 now, with only pistols in the hands of CLG. And so Cutler got to be careful here. Tries to force his way off catwalk, trying to find Semphis, and it looks like he almost got him. Not enough. JDM at long will go down. That's going to be Sanks with 3. We're going to be 15-6 now with CLG. Every round from here on out going to be very, very close to taking map 1 home.
I mean, CLG just being a little conservative here now, just buying upgraded pistols again. They know they have a lot of cushion between themselves and complexity at this point, so they can afford just to be conservative here and make sure they get a full comfortable buy-in once they get the appropriate money. But this is giving CLG a little bit of breathing room to try to exercise some rounds. So here they go, just muscling their way, just a straight-up B rush here, and they're coming in hard.
They're going to be able to force their way in. Roka's going to be the first one. They don't check the car, though, and Turek gets blind. Is he able to get a shot off there? He does find one as Cutler's just trying to force through the window, too. And CLG just throwing this eco round away. Deagle in the hands of Hayes. Can he make some magic with it? Tries to find a different one, but that angle's not going to work out for him. He's just got the Deagle in his hands. Time ticking down. Almost got Semphis right there, but he's 1v3. Bomb planted in B. Semphis picks him up with an op. That'll make it 7-15.
Indeed, so complexity creeps ever closer, but they're finally going to meet an actual real challenge again after a couple of saves. CLG is back onto a full buy op in JDM's hands. Rifles across the board for everyone else here. And so this is the big test to see if they can, in fact, keep the comeback going. For now, Simpus will op out at mid. Doesn't hit anything. No big deal, though, as Valence and Roka get inside the tunnels. Automatic playing over here towards long A and just, you know, default positions. And see, Automatic and Sanks used to be the entry fraggers on this team long ago, back when they were an island. But Automatic's taken on more of a extremity kind of lurker role, whereas Roka has kind of moved more into entering with Sanks. And I wonder if that role change has kind of been for the better or not, because it seems like they've really struggled in these types of roles. I mean, what are your thoughts on Automatic playing like a lurking role? It's kind of odd, right?
For me, it's kind of odd because he's a guy that can pick up big numbers and just force his way into bomb sites. I mean, essentially, he was the what do you call it? He was the freakazoid of this team, and
yeah. I mean, think about the
really
duo of him and Sanks back when they were Nylum at, you know, season 6 ESCA land or CEVO land, excuse me. Right? Wasn't that season 6 when he was on Nylum there? And they challenged, like, they beat Mythic and challenged CLG well.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was the duo, and now, yeah, he's lurking. But we see Complexity trying to come up Cat. I mean, this could be the end.
Man, JDM able to take down Roka. Good flashbangs come out. Lots of damage was done to them, but no real big frags come out of it until now. There's Sanks. He steps up, gets 2. Tarek is there for the trade out. And able to get another one. We've worked this into a 2-on-1, and that'll do it on map number 1. CLG takes home that 1 point in their favor. A 16-7 victory over Complexity as we work our way towards DE Cash now. Map number 2.
Right. I mean, that was a big win for CLG. I mean, I guess you saw Complexity kind of slip in some rounds there in the second half, but of course, I think the first half was just too much to overcome for Complexity, right? I mean, they lost way too many rounds on their CT side on a map that usually is pretty balanced, maybe a slight